just to give you a picture of what was happening, the picture that we got from talking to people, looking at sites. There is a civilian population that for the first few days of the conflict became targets of aerial bombardments. The land invasion didn't come till the 3rd or 4th of January, if I remember correctly. Once the land invasion came, things became even worse. One of the women that I was talking to and asking her what were the methods in which they were, as civilians, made aware that their vicinity may be targeted. And she said sometimes there were SMSs, there were sometimes leaflets thrown from the sky, and we were asked to leave our homes. We left. But wherever we would go, we were followed by the bombs. So this is a situation in which the civilian population found themselves. After the land invasion, the situation was worse. Because when civilians, and I draw your attention to this because Israel has said again and again that there were warnings given. Yes, in many instances warnings were given, whether they were sufficient and came up to the standards that the international law lays, and did they sufficiently fulfill the purposes of the international law, is a question that the Goldstone report has raised. When they left their homes, soldiers shot them. Unarmed civilians, children, pregnant women, old people, were deliberately targeted and shot at. And I think the Goldstone report has investigated 11 incidents of deliberate attacks against civilians. And we found that these were indeed attacks in which war crimes have been committed. They were deliberate, they were intentional. This was not the fog of war. This was not what the Americans like to call collateral damage of pursuing a legitimate military objective.